Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your board. Yeah, I'm all dressed up out here in the lab doing what I do for you. Back in the day, this would have been my pimp attire. Now it's my church attire. From the streets to the. No, I ain't in the pulpit. I'm just going to church fellowship. And I just dressed the part. All right, let's go. Welcome to. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your board. Doing what I do out here for you. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Got something nice for you. Right Thinker's mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you and all individuals to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Right thinkers. I had a whole bunch of titles, a whole bunch of concepts I can go with this. But right thinkers, let's talk about penny for your thoughts. Yeah. Check out this pay scale. Alright. It ain't my yacht, because it ain't balanced. Okay. I took the deal. That was gonna be the title. Yeah, I signed. Now I'm part of them. Let's do what we do. I'm still gonna do what I do for you. Okay. They got control of the wheel, so to speak. So I got guidelines. If you're a pastor, the church pays you for doing your service. But if you're good, God will bless you outside of church. That's how you can tell a good God-fearing man from a good BSer. The BS is going to do good outside the church. Why? Because he's manipulating and he's getting that to make it look good. If he was doing good outside the church, he wouldn't need the church money. He'd be blessed in other ways. That's the difference. And if they're doing it for this, they ain't doing it for the right reason. I do this for, I tell you that all the time, so we ain't got to deal with that. I'm a teacher, not a preacher. Excuse me, sorry about that. The pay you receive, from the church is not, it's just half of what you should get. Why? Because the other half would be in blessings. That's why. And if you just being blessed because of the monetary things that the church giving you and your lifestyle is not getting you the blessings, you're not going to last long or go far. Simple as that. If you're a good preacher, they pay you. Yeah, a good orator. Yeah, that's fine. But if you're not a good man or woman, you won't be getting blessed for the things that you're doing. Why? Because he know your heart. And if your heart ain't in it, then he'll know. I'm a teacher. Yeah, and everybody feel like we underpaid. I ain't big on that nonsense, but whatever. But I'll take a penny for my lessons. Well, no. My point is, I don't do this for the money. And I'm going to take the least amount I could. Anything less than a penny, mean you're going to do it for free. That's what I'm saying. Now they paying me. Moving on. I used to get, and that guy told me one thing, and he told me a lot of stuff. Like our ancient Egyptians, know thyself with the freight that they left with, but they still gave us a whole bunch of other stuff to go with that. But he told me a little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing. Think about it. Moving on. I'm not gonna get that lesson right now. I got that. Say that. Put that in the hopper for later. But that's a philosophy that if you understand it, when you make a deal, and the deal is you get this, I do that, you get this. When I made my deal with God, if I do good work, I will be blessed. Okay, and he ain't reneged on the deal yet. Moving on. So I tell you, I don't do this for the money. And trust me, after what they paying me, I can still feel good about what I don't do it for the money. Why? Ain't no money. But they can say they paying you. Okay, I'm good with that. All right, again, moving on. That's a lesson in life that I'm going to show the devil how to play his game. He set the rules. If you want to compete, know the rules. Know the rules. Don't compete and find out. Once you compete and once you're in competition, you start learning the rules. No, learn the boundaries. Know where you're going. Know what you need to do. Okay, now we can commence with the game. Okay, I signed. I know what I signed on for. Simple as that. I didn't come in the blind. Oh, I don't know. Nope. Read the fine print. Understood. 100%. Why? I know what I'm doing. Moving on. The church takes what? 10% for God. So they say, but we just making a point. Come on now. God, like my man, the comedian, he said, God wants you to do 10 things, and if you do break any one of them, he's going to cash out into hell, but he loves you. And he got a problem with money. He always needs money. It's a little jokey joke. All right. Now, if you're a member of the belief system, okay, church, then you pledge 10%. If you're a member of the church, they need 10% of your earnings. Just saying, that's what they do. I ain't got nothing to do with me. That's what they do. I'm just bringing it down for you. Okay, that's fine. That's God's pay. Okay, that's what they say. When you're working for the devil, he gonna give you a job just over broke. When we was slaves, we didn't get paid nothing for our services, right? Oh, the devil gonna do that one better. Don't worry. Penny for your thoughts. Moving on. That means your efforts will not be just used. No, you pay for your services. Just very little. That's all. And you got to understand that. When you wouldn't take a job at McDonald's because they're paying $15 an hour. Okay. You go to prison, they're gonna pay you $1 a day. Not an hour. $1.45 a day. That $15 look pretty good now, but look what you did with your ass, so that's not lesson, but that's the whole idea. When you sign on for a deal that's going to pay you, we got jobs for that. Every industry will pay you to come to work and do your job. I put 25 years in UPS. Benefits good. Now, I ain't going to worry about it. What? That takes care of my afterlife now. I can still got money to do what I got to do. Of course, I did that, put that time in. You can't get paid without putting in some labor, some time, some work, some effort in anything that's worth doing or having or being. Sorry about that. But if you are a servant, God's servant, preachers, okay, and if you're a member of the church, that's what you do. Now, I'm fellowshipping. I will always donate to the house for biblical lessons that I receive when I go and get my lessons from my pastor. That money I put in the bin is for the church. I know that. I know that God ain't getting the money. Come on, we get past that. You got bills to pay. I understand that's a building. I understand that's overhead. So moving on. And everybody got a church fund. Everybody got a building fund. The building got to pay the bill. Simple. All right. I was in a few buildings. We still have the same building. Been paying the building fund for 20 years. I know the church, again, is a building for worship. It has bills that have to be paid to do that in. Simple as that. Moving on. That's why the pastor Gotta put in his time to what? To get a lesson on Sunday. So you gotta get paid. That's time and effort. I ain't got a problem with none of that. I ain't got